We got an Audi RS7 in, good customer of ours. We're going to be doing the door jambs completely matte black, and then we'll be doing matte black PPF from STEK on top of this car. This has been wrapped prior. Someone decided to do plastic dip on the inside of the door jambs, and it's kind of like a good idea, kind of not a good idea. Plastic dip to me gets like everywhere, and it's kind of like a mess to clean up. But I could see how it's like, you know, just sprayed in there real quick and it's not a problem, you know, especially if you're trying to do matte black. But the whole jam was done with plastic dip, and there's still like some cleaning to do. It's just everywhere a little bit, so it probably is going to affect the wrap a little bit putting it on, but we'll clean it as good as we can. And then you got a door. It's a little heavier than some other doors, thanks, Audi. My back! You can see where the plastic dip is. Didn't fully get removed, and it's just spray. When it gets to that thin layer, it's very hard to remove. Sometimes alcohol takes it off a little bit, but just a lot of cleanup on this. It's all up in here, which is okay because it's a bolt and everything. But as we go along, we'll see what else is plastic dip. Most newer Audis, you're going to have a panel like this. This one just happens to be dry carbon fiber, so it's more scary. Can you say that? More scary?
Scarier to take apart?
Scarier to take apart, more scary to take apart.
Something much more expensive than plastic to take apart?
Yeah, so this is going to cost more than your regular trim piece in a like an A4 or something. There's usually some wires attached because, you know, things are electronic. As you can see, we got the door panel off. The plastic dip has made its rounds to the back of the door, beneath the door card. So I don't know if they've ever removed the door card. They just sprayed, and then you got like some of this crap on it. So it's going to be hard for the vinyl to stick to that either way. That's all I got to say about that. I am starting the install process. I like to do it in pieces in case they kick it. You can just replace this section instead of like taking apart all the doors again, because people like to kick everything. Just trying to feed the material into the groove instead of pulling. It's not just the wrap quality, it's the quality of who's taking apart the vehicle and how much they care about your car. I've taken a lot of wraps off of other cars, and I've seen a lot of broken things just glued back together. Just saying. These people aren't certified mechanics. So.
You are.
You should be. Now I use my knowledge to take apart vehicles to wrap them. What a glorious time. Make sure the film looks smooth and nice. I mean, you always see those YouTube videos where people are like, you know, and everything looks like, oh yeah, but is it going to stay? Don't know. Don't know. Because we never get to see the car after a couple months. Or maybe even 3 days. Vinyl likes to peel back up in 48 hours if you didn't do it right, so. See, I made a mistake. I cut the knifeless tape. So, gonna have to go. That's why I always make 2 ends of the knifeless tape, because once in a while you'll end up cutting it and ruining your day. And then we have to hope that this side doesn't break trying to remove the knifeless tape. Let's give it a go, shall we? Ah! We have a sweet victory. It's a great product, but also has its downfalls. Like me. It's a good thing this is a 4-door car because we get to do this 4 times. Now I can see where plasti dipping this would be way easier, but we don't have that luxury. There's probably some like 13-year-old kid that's just like, I found right that in 20 minutes. Let's go get after it, Junior. There you go, the first piece in the door jamb, laid with KPMF matte black vinyl. It's supposed to like not scratch as easy according to manufacturer representations. Well, it's been doing good so far. I don't know, I've seen people be pretty rough with it. It seems to be a good film. KPMF stick's pretty nice. Has a good glue backing to it. If you heat the film up, like you can stretch it and then you heat it again and it will go back to its original shape. But to a certain extent, obviously if you go too far, it discolors or gets ruined. If you stretch it too far, it'll peel up and look like ass in a couple days. And then there's a post heat after you do this, so that way it kind of adheres itself to the shape that you have just put it in. And you always have the post heat, but if you overstretch it way too far, it doesn't matter about the post heat. Most films are like a 10% stretch, I believe. Some are more, some are less, depending on quality. I always like to just give a little slit in the vinyl, start the knifeless tape, because this stuff can make or break your day sometimes. Always do these first, because if they ruin the piece, you don't have to worry about cutting everything else. You just rip it off and get mad, and then go back at your day. You have to know when the knifeless tape is going to ruin your day before it ruins your day. So this plastic dip was removed, and when you pull off panels, you can just see the layer that is left behind. A lot of cars just end up like this with the same fate, not properly cleaned or removed. But like when it gets thin like this, it's a little harder to remove. I guess it's intensive. After painstakingly applying the vinyl, which was KPMF matte black vinyl, to the door jambs, we are now applying STEK or possibly STEK, whichever way you want to choose to say it. But this is a matte PPF. It's a color change PPF. It's matte black, obviously, from the looks of it. It's going down quite nice, actually, and now you have a color change, but the protection of PPF. You don't have to worry about stretch marks as much, it appears. We're also just trying to figure out the best possible way to apply this. It's kind of a new material to work with, but it's still PPF, so it's a little different than vinyl because it goes on wet and you're dealing with different things. But it's a little more forgiving because it goes on wet. You don't have to worry about glue lines as much. But you can see I just messed with the film. There's a bubble left behind. There is no lines left behind like a clear PPF. Pretty sure it hides all that stuff. It's a pretty nice material so far. Obviously if we're doing bumpers we'll find out it's a little bit harder than a door. But for now it's quite lovely. And it looks fantastic. So the door handles are a little tricky, but door handles are always tricky. But otherwise, this film goes down pretty good still. Glory is you can use a lot of tack like I did, and it's it's like very clean, very clean. You're not worried about like marks and stuff. With this film, it's kind of nice to do some of the corners. You have a little bit of film up, and you're gonna find the corner spot. You're gonna find the corner where it is, and you're gonna kind of pull in that direction and squeegee down towards it, and then it kind of gets a little loop around it. This film's pretty good with that. I'll try it again. So you get a nice little loop around. Other color change PPFs just kind of a little too thick or don't stretch as well to get a nice corner on it. So knifeless tape you can lay down before you put any film down, and basically this is going to cut the film after you lay it down. There's a little, if you look close enough, you can see a little line in there, and that pulls through the tape and then through the film and creates a pretty straight line. It's pretty clean, and it's good enough for vinyl. It doesn't really work on the PPF because it's thicker and it just breaks. So it's, unless they came out with a new design line for PPF, but I haven't seen it yet. It might be out there. Let us know in the comments. Link below, link above, link everywhere. I have to say that the KPMF has a great air release and a good texture to it, and it doesn't seem to scratch as easy as other ones. We're going to have this little thin line break through the tape and through the vinyl, so we're going to pinch it here, and you're going to give it a quick pull, and then it starts the process. This off, you're going to make sure you got both pieces. Sometimes it gets stuck under there, it leaves a really thick line. Knifeless tape saves paint. With PPF you like to be able to, so you either have something that's sturdy to hold it, or you have it on the car, because you need to be able to press and slide. And it's way easier to do it on the car. Even like if it was a vinyl piece, it'd still be easier on the car, just so you could stretch and do your things without, because like this is like very flexible and it like slides around, and if you don't have something to hold it, it's a pain in the ass. It makes it way easier. This is an alcohol solution. It's a 70% isopropyl alcohol and a mixture of water. To create a tack solution for the film. That's a smooth finish. So we got everything back together in the hatch. Everything's connected. The plastics are all in. Trim pieces are all back in. The door jambs are done. They look fantastic. Then we also did the door handles in a gloss black vinyl, the Nositech gloss black vinyl. Vinyl holds up a little bit better on the door handles. PPF is still a little too thick to really get those edges nice and around certain products of the vehicle. So for the rest of the car, we have carbon fiber, and we're going to be using clear PPF on that. Our PPF of choice is Suntech. it's just been really good to us and our customers, so that's why we like to use it. We're gonna have it on the wing, the carbon mirror caps. I don't know if you noticed the roof. Did we go over the roof?
I don't think we did.
Gloss black PPF from Suntech. It's this self-heals. It's a self-healing color change PPF. So we added ceramic window tints to this. We got 5% on the sides with a 35 windshield. The ceramic tints are from Suntech. It's going to give you the most protection. It's going to cool down the interior of the car. Pretty good product. So we have the Audi RS7 in its final form. This is the matte black PPF, full color change PPF. It looks a little deeper outside. It's a very nice sheen to it. Very deep. See how it holds up. It's been about a month. The car's back for a maintenance wash, and we're just going to check up on the PPF and make sure it's doing good. After the maintenance wash, this car is looking fantastic. The PPF's holding up very well for the first maintenance wash. Car's been done for a month. Looks great. I would put this product on my car.
Would you?
Yeah, for a little bit. I'm more of a gloss guy, but matte does look good once in a while. That's Cal. You don't want to be, don't want to press on it. You want to glide across the paint. Glide across the paint. Glide across. Oh, too much glide. Glide. People, slide and glide. Slide and glide. That's how you get remembered.